Okay, guys, let's double check you can see me. Are you seeing me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? I'm gonna put some hot water in my coffee, but can you see and hear me okay? This is the big one. I'm on live, okay? You gotta be quiet, yeah? Thanks, teeny beanie. Well, all right, hang on, let me come in to help you, but don't press any buttons.
It's Batman level on now.
It's a Lamborghini. Oh, well, let's see if they can hear me first. Come on. Wait there. You gotta see. All right, okay. Right. Ooh. So can you hear me, guys? Yeah, I can see and hear you. Good. Right. So we're gonna start looking at this Spotlight Spy stuff. Mummy's here. The kids are all going out with Mummy in a minute. I was gonna start going through Andrew Morenan's documents and questions. Andrew, we are gonna do it. We've got Andrew Morenan's things to go through, but I do think that we still got to go through more of this Lisa Marie DNR stuff, and but this time we're gonna do it using Spotlight Spies YouTube channel. I did want to just quickly, to mark Vernon's birthday, obviously happy birthday to Vernon Presley, Elvis' father. I just wanted to read this poem quickly. Now, if we do a second live stream, I'm going to do it on Vernon's birthday. I don't know if we've got enough time, so I'm going to read this poem for Vernon. This poem was, unless I'm wrong, was written by Elvis for his father. Yeah? So it says here, a beautiful poem Elvis Presley gave to his father for his birthday. I not only live for today, but for the day after today. I have pursued my vision and reached the mountain top. But the peak of a mountain can be a lonely place. I want to thank you for understanding. I learned early in life that only by filling my existence with an aim could I find an inner peace. I want to thank you for giving me intangible gifts. You gave me gifts from your heart, understanding, tolerance, and concern. You gave me gifts of your mind, purpose, and ideas and projects. You gave me gifts of your words, encouragement, empathy, and solace. Respect is avid. It wants to contain everything, and you retain everything. To you, my father, my friend, my confidant, I have an avid respect. Thanks always for being near the top of the mountain when I needed you. Your son, Elvis. That, I think, unless I'm wrong, was written for Elvis. So, I just want to play one little thing of outtakes in regards to Elvis's father's birthday, and then we're gonna start doing this defending with Spotlight Spy and Lisa Marie Presley. So it's only a few minutes long. I haven't watched it yet. Let's have a listen, okay, guys? Ooh, hang on.
6 singles that sold over 1 million copies, 56 gold records now, and 16 albums that sold over 1 million copies. Well, 18 albums with the 2 over here. 56 singles and 18 albums, gold records.
And what was it like for Elvis in those first days?
So, guys, I know that it's complicated with Vernon, guys. Right, shh. I know it's complicated with Vernon. Yeah, I was reading the chat, the 24-hour chat last night. You guys were debating Vernon Presley, but I've always thought this: no matter what people think of Vernon, he loved his son deeply, and Elvis loved his father deeply. I've always thought that. Come on, we all argue with our parents. It's pretty normal for a father and son to have disagreements, serious disagreements, but deep down we always love our parents, don't we? So I know I'm gonna miss you guys, but I'm gonna come and visit you. Is that okay? So I understand, guys, that you have passionate views about Vernon. I think all you have to do is look at the pictures of Elvis sat with his father when Gladys passed away, and it says it all. Says it all. Anyway, guys, let's keep watching.
He was kind of different from the rest of the guys, wasn't he?
Well, in some ways, some of the clothes he wore was different. The way he wore his hair was quite different than what it was back then. You know? And he was criticized quite often about it, but it really didn't bother him. He didn't change it. He went on like he was anyway.
What was that story?
Did I
you told
scratch
me
you by
about,
mistake? Sorry.
When he first decided to go into show business.
Right, just like one of those short goal going. So,
No, he called me into his room one day. There,
We are live.
But I'm saying sorry for.
I believe it was shortly after he got out of high school, and he said, "I want to be an entertainer." And I said, "Well, you know, I don't know much about that sort of thing, but you deal with quite a few people in the business.
Might drive down and visit you, okay?
Why don't you talk to some of them and see what you got to do to get into it?"
Sure,
You
man.
know. At that time, he was more interested in the gospel singing, the quartet singing, you know. So he tried for 2 or 3 different of the young groups to get in with them, and they was either full or they didn't think he could sing good enough or something. I don't know what happened. Then after he made this record, quite a few of the quartet groups wanted him then, and so he talked to me about it again, you know. He said, "What would you do?" He said, "I can get into the quartet singing now in the gospel field." And of course my reaction was,
What did you have to do during those shows?
So he's sort of telling us how it all started, isn't he, really? So I'm just playing this in honor for Vernon's birthday. Then we're going to get on to the topic, okay, guys?
well, they learned that you had to have plenty of security, you know, to keep the people back. Otherwise, he couldn't perform. He couldn't put on a show. They'd rush the stage before he got through.
And that's true, guys. Elvis was mobbed wherever he went, wasn't he?
And one place he told me about where he was appearing, he sung part of one song and had to leave the stage and didn't go back because they tore the stage all to pieces.
What is the thing he likes to do?
Well, I think the main thing that he really wants to do when he's on stage is to please the audience, you know. If he don't feel that he has, he gets kind of upset about it. I think that's his main ambition in life is when he's, on stage is to please his audience, you know.
That's as true as it gets, isn't it, guys? That was his main thing, pleasing the fans. I think Elvis treated and looked at his fans as family. I always thought that. His fans are family. Really believe that.
Make them happy.
What's he like before he goes on stage? Does he get
Well, he does a number of songs that I like very much. I think that trilogy, American trilogy, that he's been doing on tour is one of the greatest things that he's done, you know, really. It seems to hit me more than anything he's done recently.
He's kind of unusual as a performer too, because
Oh, we love American trilogy. Come on, guys.
he doesn't.
Man. We call this the trophy room, where we keep all of Elvis's plaques, trophies, awards, what have you. Citations that he has gotten through the years. For instance, here on this wall we have gold records, 56 singles,
Amazing.
and 18 albums that sold over 1 million copies.
So I just wanted to just play a little bit, guys. If I've got enough time, when we finish this live stream, I want to go over to the Keto channel and do a live stream for Elvis, for Elvis's father, for Vernon's birthday. But let's do the live stream first. That's my lovely children. Be nice. Remember, we're live. You want to come and say goodbye? Yeah. Bye-bye. Do you want to come say goodbye, yeah? Show me your card.
No.
Go and show him your card.
No.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right. Look up here. Come nearer to me so they see you. Oh, it's my beautiful Yasmin. We had a nice holiday, didn't we? So, guys, we're going to get on with a happy birthday to Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad. No matter what people think, in my opinion, as a fan, they deeply, deeply loved each other. No matter what went on. Really believe that. Right. So, we're going to start doing this Lisa Marie Spotlight Spy stuff. So, we've just...
I'm going now. I'm going.
I'll go get another one.
let me pause this. So I have been let's have a look. Let me get it up. Guys. I have been sort of looking around. Let's get it up. Okay.
Middle school
So in
graduate.
case you don't know, guys, Spotlight Spy, if you're new to my channel, Spotlight Spy is a really, really, really good. If you want to learn about legal issues, obviously Lisa Marie and many other things that went on with Lisa Marie, with even things that to do with the twins, and obviously Priscilla Presley. This lady, Spotlight Spy, she hasn't made a video for 1 year. I don't know why she stopped making videos, but she's got about, I think, around 30 videos, and they are amazing. They are brilliant. You're going to be blown away. This lady, her research is fantastic. A proper journalist type research. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at quite a few. I love you. We're going to look at quite a few of the videos made by Spotlight Spy, but today we're going to concentrate on the one. It's quite a short video. It's only 7.5 minutes long, but we are going to concentrate on the video that is to do with the day poor Lisa Marie passed. So let's just have a little look. Let's get it up. Let's find it. So anyway, please subscribe to this channel. I really hope this lady comes back. I really do. I really hope she carries on her great work because she is fantastic. This lady does it properly. She's not like me at home in his kitchen messing about. This is done properly. Okay, guys? So let's listen to what is said. Okay?
Her last public appearance at this year's Golden Globes.
Just check your comments. So let's have a look. Sorry, I missed all your comments. Sorry. Oh, that's nice. You're all showing Pat some support. Pat, we all love you. You know that. Hi, happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday, dear Jane. Jane is 58 today. Okay, we're going to stop and start. Okay, guys?
Just 2 days before her death. The morning she died, Lisa Marie had been complaining of severe abdominal pain.
Good morning, everyone. It looks like the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has finally released their findings in regards to what caused Lisa Marie Presley's death.
So, guys, when this came out, let me see if there's a date. If it says, when this came out, we didn't really know. Obviously, we'd all been told that beautiful Lisa had passed, but we didn't really know what had gone on. So it says here, Lisa Marie Presley days and months leading up to her death, exclusively released autopsy report, warnings. There are graphic details, a gentle discussion of all the details in order for us to understand what the results say and what caused her final passing. Now, I've already discussed this with Amy Collett, our researcher. We do have to try and be sensitive with this topic. We do. Yeah. What we're trying to do is get to the facts, get to the truth. This is what we're trying to do. So I want all hearsay and rumors and Chinese whispers to go out the window. Let's try and see what actually happened. Okay, guys?
And it is a little bit of a surprise. And so I tried to aggregate all of the news articles and information that has come out surrounding this, break it down.
So pause. Let me see if I can read some of these things that she's putting up. So Lisa Marie Presley, bowel obstruction surgery. Then we've got a singer suffered adhesions caused by known long-term complications of bariatric surgery. She underwent years ago, according to the medical examiner. And this is what makes it sad. She had this surgery, I think, was for weight loss. And eventually it could have led to her death. Now, it says here opioids in the system. I think that was to do with pain relief. I don't know. We're going to look into that. So I did want to just quickly, Pat, you know we all love you. I just want to quickly read Karen's stuff. Karen, are you here? I'll just tell Karen we're live just to make sure she knows. Karen did a bit of research, sent me a few bits. Let's have a look. Where are we? It doesn't take long. It's just a couple of short things. Because yesterday we were all discussing this, yeah? And we were all a bit unsure. We were all a bit, how did she die? What caused it? What was Riley's involvement? Where was Riley when she was having her heart attacks? And where was Priscilla when it was all going on? Also, we know Danny was at home. Right, it does look like Lisa was living with Danny in a rented home, I think, because she couldn't bear to be in the house where Paul Benjamin had passed. I think Danny was involved in trying to resuscitate poor Lisa. We know that Lisa and Danny were very, very close. Very close. Right. So I want to quickly just read a couple of things that Karen sent me. Now, Karen, is Karen here? Can we just check? Right, Karen. Is Karen here? Let's have a look. Karen. I don't think she's here. All right, she'll have to watch. I've just messaged Karen, so I'm hoping she watches it on the replay. Now, Karen, thank you for sending me these things. Is she here? I'm just checking. No, but I have just messaged Karen, so she'll probably join us, won't she? So I just want to read Karen's message. Yeah. Now, yesterday, obviously, the conversation got a bit sticky because I am. Oh, right. Okay. Thanks, Debbie. I am making it clear here that we're going to talk about Team Elvis. We're going to do this trying to be factual. I don't want to make accusations just from hearsay. It's very important to me. Okay, right, let's have a little read. This is from Karen, yeah. I've been reading that let's have a look. So I'm going to get Karen's first message. So Karen decided to go off and do some research. So she said, her message says, I've been doing some reading and it seems to be that the blockage she had in her bowel caused toxins to be released into her body over there. Over time, there was a build-up. This made her feverish. It gave her nausea, stomach pain. And what I've read, she must have ignored these symptoms for a long time, but these toxins build up and build up to a point where her body couldn't cope. This then causes a cardiac arrest. They don't know how long her body was without oxygen before she was found. This itself causes brain damage. So yes, she was brain dead. So what we're trying to get at here, guys, is she's brain dead. She was brain dead. So the machine being turned off, whatever people say, the rumor of a machine being turned off is irrelevant if she's brain dead. Then the other thing that people keep talking about is her having a pacemaker. The other thing that is being said in these notes is that the reason a pacemaker may have been fitted, again, we're guessing a bit, is to, how can I say this? They knew she was gone. They wanted the body to be kept alive so the family could make decisions. The family could make decisions. This is why the pacemaker may have been fitted. Maybe. Okay, guys? Now, let's just keep going. Let's see where this goes. So one of the things that me and Karen were talking about, Karen, we're just reading your messages. Karen, you got my message yet? So one of the things me and Karen were talking about was, let's try and understand about the pacemaker. Let's try and understand about why the machine, was turned off, so-called machine, Because obviously there's people that are saying it was intentional. There's people that are making some very extreme accusations. I don't agree with these extreme accusations that are being said. I don't agree with them. I think it's too much. I personally think the line is being crossed. So what we're going to do together as Team Elvis, we're going to just try and understand it. Yeah. Now remember, I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. Yeah. We are just a bunch of fans who love Elvis, love Lisa and the bloodline, trying to understand it. Yeah. So then Karen says to me, I've been reading that over too, and over, it's a hard one. I read that she flatlined, then signed the DNR if she was to flatline again, which is go into cardiac arrest, not to try to resuscitate. So this is the question, isn't it, guys? Who signed the DNR? Who signed the DNR? I think, Karen, does any of us here know yet who signed the DNR? Yeah. What was it done? Which member of family did it? Yeah. Does anyone know? Can you sign your own DNR? Is that allowed? Actually, let me just tell Tony we're live. I'll tell Linda as well. Okay. So let me just check your comments. I can understand now, but still very sad. Yeah, I agree, Pat. I agree. I don't think it was intentional, but in my opinion, I don't think P was a loving mother. Okay, well, that's Linda. We all agree on that. We all agree that Priscilla made massive mistakes as a parent. Massive mistakes as a parent. Very selfish. We've said it a million times. A very selfish parent. Priscilla put herself before her daughter. It's disgusting how Priscilla put her into Scientology. The way Priscilla treated Elvis is disgusting. The way Priscilla ran off with Mike Stone, it's all disgusting. And the biggest victim of all of it was poor Lisa Marie. We all understand that. But we're trying to discuss what happened the day Lisa died. What happened? So hopefully we're going to learn more as we go along. The dog wants to come in. So let's have a little look at your comments, guys. We're going to be here a while, guys. This is going to take a while, this live stream. So I hope you made a nice coffee and a tea. Right, let me let the dog out a minute, otherwise he's going to bark for an hour. Right, go on then. Up you go. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Go on, up you go. Up, 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 up. So okay. Even though it's sunny, guys, it's bloody freezing out there. So check your comments. We've got a bit to go through, guys. So I hope you're not in a rush. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, so Debbie says you can sign your own DNR in the UK. Okay, let's have a look. Hi, Martha. I don't think it was intentional, but in my opinion, I don't think Priscilla was a loving mother. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we could talk about that all day. Remember, I am no Priscilla fan. Remember that. I'm here to expose Priscilla's wrongdoing, but we're going to do it properly. Let's have a look. So Pat says, I don't think Lisa was capable of signing a DNR. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that. It had to do with my mum if she had a heart attack. Right, okay, let's just read this a minute. So Karen says, I've read it over. She flatlined and they signed a DNR. If she were to flatline again, which is to go into cardiac arrest and resuscitation, still can't get my head around why she had a temporary pacemaker fitted. I personally think the pacemaker was fitted to stabilize the body, ready for the family members to make a decision. That's the bit I get. Yeah. So then she sent me some Google things. Obviously, I don't trust Google, but let's read it anyway. So it says here, a temporary pacemaker is not usually fitted if someone has been diagnosed brain dead, and it's important to understand why. While brain death is a legal and medical definition of death, the heart may continue to beat due to life support. However, the heart is not capable of sustaining life independently in this state, and a pacemaker would not be able to restart or sustain the heart if stopped. Right, okay. So let me just see what else. Let's just see what else Karen sent me. Lisa Marie Presley cardiac arrest was a consequence of a small bowel obstruction, not the direct cause of it. The obstruction caused by scar tissue adhesion from prior bariatric surgery led to a buildup of toxin acids in her body, ultimately causing her heart to stop. The bowel obstruction itself was a secondary issue, and the cardiac arrest was the immediate cause of death. So they're basically saying she died from a heart attack. Firstly, by the bowel obstruction, the buildup of toxic acids, which ultimately causing the heart to stop. Yeah. Now. So the small bowel obstruction, this occurs when the small intestines is blocked, preventing the normal passage of food and waste. In Presley's case, it was caused by an adhesion, a scar tissue from the bariatric surgery. So I would say that it's preventable. If the scar tissue had been removed, it's sad, isn't it, guys? It's sad. The obstruction prevented proper digestion and absorption, leading to a buildup of toxic acids in her body. Not nice. Horrible. All of it's horrible, guys. Let's just check your comments. Hi, Tony. They should have waited until Riley got there. So, Tony, what we're trying to do is we're trying to understand... rather than guessing and Chinese whispers, what we're trying to do is get nearer to the truth. Now, to me, what I'm reading is the toxic buildup caused her heart to stop, which then led to her being brain dead. Yeah? So from what I'm seeing here, she was brain dead. There was no saving her. It doesn't matter where Riley was, where Priscilla was. It doesn't matter if there was a machine to turn off, or if whether there was a pacemaker fitted or not. She was dead. There was no saving her. Because I want to get to the truth. I don't want to make accusations if nothing could have changed. I tell you what I will do. If you backtrack a bit, I will say that if she had got into hospital sooner, things could have been different. I will say that. So really, from what we know as fans, we were watching the Golden Globe Awards. The people that could have helped Lisa the most are the people that were with her leading up to her death. Yeah? So who can that be? Of course, Priscilla. Of course, Jerry, Danny, you know, whoever was with Priscilla, Lisa, the couple of days leading up to the Golden Globe Awards, they're the ones that could have made a difference. Do we agree on that? Would you say that's correct, guys, or not? Can you put your input in, please? So that means that the pacemaker wouldn't have made... Yeah, it wouldn't have. Yeah. It would have kept the body alive, but she was gone. Pat, she was gone, yeah? Yes, agreed. Patients can sign her DNR prior to surgery procedure. Otherwise, if a patient is incapable, the power of attorney can sign. Okay. So at the moment, we don't know who signed the DNR, do we? We don't know that. We don't know that. Yes, so Tony, we're just trying to put it together and we're just trying to get a feel for it, yeah? Let's have a look. How are you, Tony? Because you know we all miss you. I hope you're well. They could have waited for Riley, then pulled the plug. Well, again, Jimmy, we don't know. This is what we're trying to do is we're trying to be detectives. We're trying to go, did they wait for Riley? Where was Riley? Obviously, we've heard she was on a plane journey, traveling back, yeah. We're trying to find out, well, was Riley there? Did Riley sign the DNR? You get it, guys? We're trying to get to the truth, yeah? I'm going to put it out there, guys. I've said it a few times. I don't think Priscilla had anything to do with the death of Lisa Marie. As much as we are upset with her and we're mad at her and there's loads of things that Priscilla has done that we're not happy with. Do I think Priscilla caused the death of her daughter? Definitely not. Definitely not. Nothing makes me think that. Now, do I think that the people with Lisa leading up to her death could have made a difference if they got her in hospital? Yes, I do. I really do believe that the people with Lisa should have got her to hospital. She shouldn't have even been at the Golden Globe Awards. She shouldn't have been there. She wasn't well enough. She shouldn't have been with Jerry or with Priscilla or anyone else. That's my opinion. Yeah? She wasn't well enough. She should have been in the hospital. She should have been in the hospital weeks before she died. Weeks before. And being monitored closely. That's my opinion, guys. As a fan. Let's have a look. When you're not feeling well and you got pain and it don't get better after a week, you got to get it. Yes, that's Dan. That's it. That's it. Now, I did hear something. We're going to keep playing this video that people were saying to Lisa, you need to go to hospital, and she was refusing. I don't know if that's true. It's something that I read, yeah? We're trying to get to the truth. It's not easy. Yeah, Liam, the circumstances of a machine being turned off, I don't know. Was a machine turned off? I don't know. This is another thing. People are saying that there was a machine turned off. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Pat, if Lisa flatlined, can't even imagine Lisa would have been conscious. Yeah. There may have been no machine, guys. There may have been no machine. Yeah. Yeah, someone should have helped, got her to the hospital the night. Yeah, definitely. 100%. All of us watched poor Lisa Marie on TV at the Golden Globe Awards, and everyone knew she was seriously unwell. I remember watching, thinking something was seriously wrong. I didn't think she was going to die, mind. I remember thinking there's something really wrong here. Yeah, definitely. Louis Riley wasn't there. She was, yeah, I know she was on a plane. I know that. But what was the contact? Was there a telephone? I know it's up in the air, but you can still make phone calls when you're on an aeroplane. You can, yeah? So what we're trying to find out is what was the conversation that was happening whilst Riley was up in an aeroplane, yeah? Remember, we are discussing, we're just trying to understand what went on. That's the whole point of this live stream, yeah? Let's have a look. I wish they could have got hold onto Riley. Got there. But I wish they could have. Yeah, but Debbie, it wouldn't have made any difference. This is what we're trying to work out here. She was dead. She was brain dead. It didn't make any difference if Priscilla was there, if Riley was there. She was dead. Remember, there's some very serious things being said about Priscilla, almost calling her a murderer. Now, we have strong opinions about Priscilla, don't we? We have strong opinions. We want to expose Priscilla's wrongdoing. But I don't think it's right that someone is called a murderer. I don't think it's right. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. As horrible as the things are that Priscilla has done towards Elvis and Riley and her own daughter, yeah, we're very upset about Scientology and many other things, the divorces, the unfaithfulness. This is a step too far. So we need to get our facts right. To me, it's important we get it right. Yeah. Through this debate, at the end of the day, we weren't there. We're no experts. We're just trying to look into it. Right. Let's have a look. Lisa looked like she was at death's door. Yeah, 100%. Almost unrecognizable and pale and thin. Yes. It was heartbreaking, wasn't it? We all watched it. It was horrible. Jerry had to know. I agree. Linda, I agree. Jerry could see how ill she was. So could Priscilla. And other people that she was with. 100%. They are all... There is a form of responsibility where every one of them should have got her to the hospital. She shouldn't have even been at the awards. So I agree with that. So Riley asked Lisa to go doctors when they went for a meal. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jane. Hello, Vincenzo, my friend. So we're trying to just discuss the DNR that Lisa Marie, the day she passed, and we're going to play Spotlight Spy, the YouTube channel's video as well. What people should be asking is, why did Lisa not get medical help weeks earlier? Yeah. Maybe she did. Dan, this is what we're trying to work out. Maybe she did. We're trying to understand what happened. We're trying to understand the timeline. We're trying to get to the truth. I was watching one video. I didn't check the name of it. Luann was about Lisa Marie at the awards. The guy who talks to celebrities. He noticed Lisa, but Jerry Schilling couldn't see how Lisa was. I personally think Jerry Schilling has gone very quiet. Yeah, obviously he was at the funeral, which is on YouTube. When he did the little speech. But and Jerry's speech was nice, wasn't it? Priscilla's wasn't very good because she was reading it off a phone, wasn't she? Which is pretty crap. If Elvis was alive, he would have taken his daughter to hospital. Yes, I agree with that. Vincenzo, 100%. That is so true. Come on, any parent would. Any parent would. Any parent that sees their kid like that, you're going to hospital. This is the bit that didn't make sense. It was almost as if being at the award ceremony became more important. But do we know? Maybe it was Lisa Marie that was determined to be at that award ceremony, because obviously we know that Lisa Marie was overwhelmed by that film. Lisa Marie absolutely loved Baz Luhrmann's film, didn't she? She loved it. Yeah. She loved Austin Butler. She thought he was fantastic. So I would say this, guys, nothing was going to stop Lisa Marie from being at the Golden Globes that day, that night. Yeah. Because she was so proud of that film. She felt a film had finally come out, played by the right person, Austin Butler, that showed Elvis in the true light, in the right light. So I actually think I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Lisa Marie wanted to be at that award ceremony. She was going to go there. No one was going to stop her. I will say that. Yeah. if I can't imagine anyone stopping Lisa from being at that award ceremony, because she was so proud of her father. She was so proud of Austin. Yeah, and Baz Luhrmann as well. So I still say this to Debbie. I don't think it would have made any difference if Riley was there. She was dead. She was dead. Just an opinion, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, 100%. If I agree, if Elvis was there, Lisa would have gone. She would have gone to hospital. If Jerry Schilling was such a friend, he should have taken Lisa to the hospital. Vincenzo, I understand that, but what if she was determined to be at the award ceremony? I would say Lisa was determined to be there. She was too proud. Yeah, Liam, I agree with that. She shouldn't have been given a choice. She should have been like, you're going. I agree. That's the way I would have been. I would have been, you're coming. You're going to hospital, whether you like it or not. I would have been that way. As hard as it was, I am glad I was with my mum when she passed. I feel so bad that Riley couldn't be with her mum. That had to be, yes. Come on, Riley has gone through hell. Through hell. So have the twins. And I think they still are in some ways. So Emily says, apparently Lisa broke down at the premiere. I don't know about this, but one thing I do know is that she was very proud of the Baz Luhrmann film. Yeah, the biopic, Elvis. Right, let's play a bit more of this video then. So it's Spotlight Spy. Please subscribe to it. It's Spotlight Spy, to me, is one of the best research channels on YouTube. It's so unfortunate that she hasn't been on for about a year. She hasn't posted for about a year. So a blood test would have shown toxins in her blood. She would be alive today. Yeah, if it had been done earlier. Oh, thanks, Tony. Tony just got me a coffee. Anyone wants to buy me a coffee, guys? Thank you so much. I love it when you guys get me a coffee. Thanks, Tony. You're very kind. Someone should have been strong enough to insist Lisa go to hospital. Yeah, Kate, I agree with that. But Kate, she was so enamored. Lisa was so enamored with the Elvis biopic, Baz Luhrmann's film with Austin Butler. Was anyone going to stop her? Come on, we know how strong-minded Lisa was. Was anyone going to stop her? I would say probably not. Except for Elvis. Or maybe her daughter, Riley. Yeah? Well, look how many times Elvis' friends told him to go to hospital and refused a lot of times. Lisa Marie was stubborn like a father. Great comment, Vincenzo. Vincenzo, you're right, my friend. She could be stubborn. She was very proud of that film. Ah, Jane, thank you. Jane got me a coffee. Thank you, Jane. It's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Guys, I love it when you get me a coffee. It's cool. Don't worry, Tony. We're back. We're back, Tony. We're back. Right, let's play some of the video. Right, are we ready, guys? This is fascinating. Spotlight Spy's videos are amazing.
And for us to get our heads around what exactly the medical condition was that caused her final passing. So the autopsy report states that Lisa Marie Presley passed away from a small bowel obstruction.
So let's look at that. Small bowel obstruction. Right. Okay, let's keep going. It says here, let's have a look. So January the 12th, 2023. She was 54.
And it was formed, it was in the form of a strangulated small bowel caused by adhesions that developed after she had bariatric surgery, or
Right, let me go back on that, guys. I want to read it.
after.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Right. So the obstruction was in the form of a strangulated small bowel caused by adhesions that developed after bariatric surgery years ago. This is a known long-term complication of this type of surgery. The review of toxicology results show therapeutic levels of oxycodone in the blood, quetiapine metabolite, along with something associated metabolites are present. The cause of death of the 50-year-old female identified as Lisa Marie Presley. Right, okay, let's keep going.
Caused by adhesions that developed after she had bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery. And this surgery was reported that she had about 2 years ago.
So 2 years before this was filmed, yeah. God, it's just so sad. I just wish that Lisa didn't feel that she had to go to surgery to lose weight. I know now there's this injection going around, isn't there now, that stops your appetite, that everyone's everyone's using it at the moment. I know some of my wife's friends have done it. There's an injection that you inject yourself and you lose your appetite and you lose weight like that really quickly. Now that would have been perfect for Lisa because there's no surgery. I'm just so sad Lisa felt she had to have surgery to lose weight. It's so sad, guys.
Surgery. There are several different kinds. I have read Lisa Marie's autopsy report. She had the most advanced kind. Basically, you disconnect part of the intestines so you just don't absorb as much food, and that's how you get calorie restriction. So she had bypassed part of her intestines. They made a new connection between her stomach and her intestines, and the most common complication when you go inside the abdomen and do that kind of surgery is that scar tissue forms, and that's called adhesions. And occasionally, at any time in the future, when you've had this type of bypass bariatric surgery, those adhesions can block parts of the small intestine and cause what's called a small bowel obstruction. And that can lead to a process, if it goes on long enough, called strangulation, where the intestines actually die.
So let's have a look. So strangulation, where the intestines die. Oh, God. I find it hard to even look at that picture, guys. But so she's got a strangulated hernia. It shows here hernia defect. Obviously, it shows the intestine. It's just, ugh. And obviously, that caused the toxin release. Also, a lot of pain. Could you imagine the pain? It's hard to watch, guys. But yeah, guys, any of you sending me anything, I do get round to it. But I'll be honest with you, at the moment, I'm struggling for time. I'm literally people are sending me a lot of things every day, which I really appreciate, but I'm struggling to get round to these topics, honestly. But thank you very much. Anyone, Vincenzo, thanks for sending me that. Yeah, you make a good point. I don't know why the name Bulow is on the death certificate. Good point, my friend. Yeah, it's very heartbreaking, isn't it, guys?
And that's what happened to her. And what's really scary is 915 centimeters, which means 30 feet of her small intestines had died before she made it to the hospital.
Oh, that's horrific. I find this hard to watch. 30 feet. So that tells me that really she had the operation. The scar tissue was formed. Now, whoever did that operation may be responsible. Yeah? If from that operation, 30 foot of her small intestine died, it tells me that the operation wasn't done properly. I'm just thinking out loud, guys, because that don't sound right to me. It tells me that she was probably in pain for a few years. Yeah? So something was very wrong with that operation. Very wrong. It's so sad. Oh, that's good, Tony. My wife's fasting at the moment. Isn't it weird how Elvis and Lisa both had bowel issues, yeah? But remember, Dan, don't forget, this is a bit self-inflicted, isn't it? Because if Lisa went for this operation for weight loss, basically to make her feel less hungry, it's just all of it. I just wish they didn't do it. I wish people didn't go to these extremes to lose weight. I just wish they didn't do it. I think we need to talk about something else. I'm having a hard time listening to knowing what's these. I understand, Pat, but we got to do this. We got to do this. We have to understand what happens. But I know how you feel, Pat. It is heartbreaking. Let's keep going, guys.
Stated was for months she had complained of abdominal pain, fevers, vomiting, nausea, and with all of this, she did not seek medical attention. It does sort of explain her appearance at the Golden Globes. When we saw her 2 days before she passed away, she looked gaunt. She looked just a general malaise, unhealthy. She was staggering. And also I noticed that she was wearing like a longer dress that may have covered a distended stomach that the report said that she had when she...
So let's read that bit there, guys. So, you know, you've got to remember, I'm getting sent a lot of comments. There's a lot of people that want this topic covered. They want to understand what went on. Obviously, of course, because people are very worried about what the circumstances were that led up to the day poor Lisa died. So people were trying to, they want to know the truth. They want to understand, was it anyone's fault? Who is at fault? They want to know, could it have been prevented? They want to know, did anything happen that shouldn't have happened? Get it, guys? So this is why we're covering this topic. It is a tough one, guys.
Dress that may have covered a distended stomach that the...
But let's read this bit here, yeah? The descendant had experienced issues with constipation for years. Right, there we are, Dan. So Dan, Dan just said Elvis had constipation problems. We know about this. Twisted colon, enlarged colon. Elvis always had constipation problems. I think even when he was a child, yeah? So it does seem like Lisa Marie also had these problems, yeah? The descendant had experienced issues with constipation for years. She also had distended abdomen for years. That's what Elvis had. Is that correct, guys? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's have a look. The descendant had complained of abdominal pain for months. She did not seek medical attention. This is important. She did not seek medical attention. She also had complaints of feeling feverish, vomiting, feeling nauseated for months. On the 1st of December 2023, the descendant complaints of severe abdominal pain. The family had no suspicion of, I'm not even going to say that word. So death occurred at hospital, therefore no coroner scene investigated. Yeah, so they had, it says here death occurred at hospital. So she was still alive at the hospital. Very, very sad, guys. Very sad. Yeah, so Linda says, who did she complain to? Harley. Hi, Harley. That's a new name. Welcome to Team Elvis. I had 2 feet of my intestine removed in 2017. I get very nervous when I ever feel pain in that area, so I'm always cautious. Every year and a half, I have to have a colonoscopy and an endoscopy. Harley, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Team Elvis. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's scary, isn't it, guys? If she didn't have the operation, she would have died anyway. I wouldn't say that. So she may have had constipation problems, yeah, just like her father did. But I honestly, I would say that the operation is the reason she died, yeah? The knock-on effects of her having the operation to help her lose weight is why she died, yeah? Just as a fan, it seems that way. Yeah, you're right, Tony. She's with Daddy, she's with Grandma, she's with Ben. It's all very, very heartbreaking, all of it. I do think it was avoidable. I do. In both patient doctor fault, you're supposed to have 6-month follow-ups. It's both patient and doctor's fault. You're supposed to have 6 months. Yeah, and this, Harley, this is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to understand what went on, yeah? They say by each other at the award. They sat by each other at the awards. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't seem to me like Priscilla and Lisa were getting on. Yeah, there's even a rumor that they were arguing about the Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's film, and there was possibly going to be a lawsuit launched against her own daughter. Sorry, against her own mother. Just a rumor, alleged, for entertainment purposes. This is an entertainment show. Everything we say here is just our opinions. There's a possibility that Lisa was going to launch a lawsuit against her mother about the Sofia Coppola's film Priscilla. It's very obvious, very clear. Lisa did not want that film made. She did not want her mother involved with that film. Priscilla, Sofia Coppola's film, yeah? So we know about the email from Lisa Marie to Sofia Coppola, basically saying that film's no good. It doesn't portray my father in the right way. Yeah? So why didn't Riley try to stop her mum from having the Operation Louis? That's a good question. We're rewinding a bit here, aren't we? Yeah? So we don't know, Vincenzo. We don't know what went on to the point where Lisa had this operation for weight loss, innit? Ultimately, it was for weight loss, yeah? We don't know what went on behind the scenes. We don't know. Was anyone going to stop Lisa for doing anything? Who knows? Me personally, I would, if my kids were trying to have operations to lose weight, I would go mad. I would go crazy. I would shout my head off. We don't know, do we? Hi, Chicky Blue. Martha, they made Lisa sit next to her mother at the Golden Globes, but she didn't want to. Right, let me just see if... Right, guys, we're going to stop and start because this is going on longer than I expected. But I want to stop, make a cup of tea, and come straight back literally 1 minute later. Guys, so we're going to stop and start, okay? I'm only going to have 1 minute break to make a cup of tea. Okay, guys? Can we all join me in 1 minute? In 1 minute. There's 65 of you watching. I'm going to put the link straight up. And we're going to do a part 2 of this. Okay, guys? Thank you to the 65 people watching. Thank you so much. I'm just going to stop and start. I'll put the link up. I'm going to make a cup of tea and we're going to do part 2, okay? Right. 1 minute.